자, 시작을 해볼까요? 동물서 자, 갈 거예요. 저희 이쪽입니다. 이쪽이에요.
I could get in trouble for this.
뭐야?
Aha! So you
요즘에 저렇게 되지. 눌러봐요. 그게 뭐지? 섬 사이 호그와트레거시. 어디지? 이쪽이네. 버즈레이저. 시작.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald.
제로.
Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
됐는데 왜 안 되지? 됐잖아. 길게.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
먹이. 자, 먹어.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles are over here.
Oh, couple of Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Kneazles just as you did with Gerald.
비줄.
The Kneazles really
길게
took to me.
길게. 이거는
They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
대화.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
재밌어요.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
오케이.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
왜?
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
이쪽으로 왔는데. 뭐야, 왜 안 돼? 뭐 그렇게 안 되나?
Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
어디 가는데?
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
인사.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
뭐가 수상한데?
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
그걸 알아보면 좋겠다.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep hiring safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
오케이. 뭐 하면 돼? 시사. 안 되는데? 그대로 하나씩 갖다 박여요.
What are you up to now?
이거는 왜안 좋아하지?
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
이건가 보다.
So knowledgeable. I hope those assignments were
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
There will be hardship, I'm sure of it. But I see triumph in the end.
A measured perception. Very wise. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy, and that is why such futures are worth striving for. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it. Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Descender!
Excellent. I think you have it.
이렇게 원이라도 있어. 뭘 배울까? 이거? 이거 하자. 이게 맞다. 나가야 돼. 나가야 돼. 나가자고.
really have made a mess of things.
아래구나. 아래.
I wish Professor Doll.
그리고 가는데 이쪽.
Expelliarmus!
주변 주변이 뭐가 있나? 저게 원래 뭐였나? 마법 목숨 얻어내서 아하 그냥 마법 안 써도 터짐 매직이 안 써도 터짐 다섯 개 셋 네 개. 어딨어 하나? 어디 안 보이지? 이게 안 보이는데. 풍선 어딨어? 너 어제? 너 없냐? 아이고. 저기다. 어디 있어? 바람 들이다. 하나, 셋. 저기고. 넷. 맞아, 하나, 언니. 아, 어딨어. 아, 여기다.
Brilliant.
와, 내려가 충분히 안 되네. 데려가야 되네.
How did you get on with those tasks?
여기구만.
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
맞아요.
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work.
니들 게임 1. 레이스.
Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
하나 빼.
Glacius!
There you go. Catching them quickly.
뭐하냐. 집에 여기. 누가 왔다.
Glacius!
Pete was in a mood.
아, 나 여기였지. 아까 이렇게 이거가 깨를 방법으로서 알아냈어요.
Look at this place. Did the Mer people really leave Nerida an artifact? Lumos.
나비가 근처에 있나?
Revelio.
나비를 찾아야 돼. 나비를 여기 있네.
Lumos.
No.
Confringo. Luma. Now then, I'll need you to come with me.
오케이. 여기로.
Revelio. Now for the rest of you.
오케이. 두 마리.
Lumos.
따라와, 나비. 나방. 따라오면. 나방, 따라와.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
아, 진짜 하나만 튀어나오고 왜 이래.
Lumos.
닌자. 따라와. 열리죠?
What do we have in here then?
그러게.
Nerida will be happy about this.
끝이야? 간단하구만. 끝.
Your gift from the Mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I was so worried I'd left it too long and they'd seen it as a slight. Our relationship with them is already so tenuous.
이거 내가 할 거야.
I quite like the idea of an authentic Mermish artifact. I'm tempted to keep it myself.
What? Why would you do that? That gift was a gesture of goodwill, a symbol of hope. I was going to show it to the ministry.
I know. I was only joking. It's all yours.
Oh, good. You scared me for a moment. May I see it? Merlin's beard. It's marvelous. I'm going to show it to everyone, including the Ministry. Should I hand deliver or send by owl? Thank you again so much. You may have just helped improve relations between wizard kind and mer people for decades to come. I can't wait to study this.
바울이 34는 계좌 잡는 거야. 다른 거 어떻게 없어야지. 계속 뭐 하는 거 있나? 돌을 찾아.
Crossed wands was so much fun, wasn't it?
집으로 가야지. 미주는 어디야? 세계지. 안 나와 있는데? 안 받았나? 와, 높네요. 갈릭 교수. 이게 없는데 베네스와 테레블 이거 보면 볼 수 있나? 어느 지역 나오나? 와. 150인데 어딘지 알아야지. 이걸로 하자. 이거 하나라는 거 같아. 가라. 이거는 내가 이 길이다. 이 길이다.
Let's play Summoner's Court.
Back for more, eh? Ready then?
오케이. 좋아.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio. All in the wrist.
Akio.
아이고, 뭐야? 아, 내 턴이구나. 깜짝이야. 안 돼. 뭐야, 나왔어?
Didn't think you were a match for me. Akio.
이게 왜 나와?
Akio.
Akio.
좀 나가라, 너는 왜 안 나와?
Nothing to it.
아, 말도 안 돼.
I've seen worse.
와. 이거 모른다니.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
오케이.
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio.
이를 잘못 잡았어.
Try to beat that.
Akio.
아, 아니 왜 싫은데?
Missed the mark a bit on that one. All in the wrist. Merlin's pants.
이거 이겨야 돼. 다시 하는 줄.
Nothing to it.
Akio.
아니, 그거 없지.
Didn't think you were a match for me.
아, 이거다. 자, 소력이.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
건방지네. 우리 한번 더
I'm
해.
game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
아니 이번에 이긴다 진짜.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game.
저러다
Akio. Try to beat that.
건방지네.
Akio.
아, 진짜.
Akio.
안돼. 아, 이거
I've seen
힘들어.
worse. Akio.
힘들어. 너무 때린다.
All in the wrist.
Akio.
아, 이거 힘들어 못하겠어.
How'd you do that?
잘하자. 이긴다 이번에.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
오케이, 한 번 더 해.
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio.
나와라. 아, 진짜.
Nothing to it.
Akio.
안 돼, 아니, 왜 이렇게 되냐고. 아니, 말하면 안 돼.
Missed the mark a bit on that one.
조작이야, 조작. 와, 이거 말하네.
Try to beat that. You're not bad at this.
저거를
All in the wrist.
Akio.
그렇지. 내가 이겼다.
Didn't think you were a match for me.
아, 이러네.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
오케이, 좋아해.
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
뭐하세요, 빨리.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio. Nothing to it.
조절을 잘했어.
Akio.
아니, 와, 나랑 말해.
I've seen worse. Akio. Try to beat that.
아, 와.
Missed the mark a bit on that one. Akio. All in the wrist.
Akio.
Didn't think you were a match for me.
아, 이러네. 뭐 어떻게 해서 이겨?
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
오케이.
Grand. You could use the practice.
와, 진짜 대박이네. 신박하네.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game.
Akio.
아니, 이게 왜 나가냐?
I've seen worse. Akio.
아, 진짜.
Nothing to it.
그렇지. 나가! 아니, 저거 왜 나가고?
Try to beat that.
Akio.
Missed the mark a bit on that one.
아, 진짜 말이 안 돼.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
오케이,
I'm
좋아해.
game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio.
내가 이 시간을 좋아서 그런가?
Akio.
아, 제발.
Didn't think you were a match for me.
아니, 뭔.
All in the wrist.
저게 뭐야?
I've seen worse. Akio.
그리고 내가
Nothing to it.
잘하니까.
Akio.
Missed the mark a bit on that one.
지가 지금 잘하고
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio. Try to beat that.
Akio.
와, 진짜 이거.
All in the wrist.
애초에 저거.
Didn't think you were a match for me.
아, 이거.
Nothing to it.
Akio.
I've seen worse. We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Try to beat that.
Akio.
That was one for the ages. All in the wrist. Missed the mark a bit on that one. Nothing to it.
어떻게 하는 거야, 이거?
Akio.
Didn't think you were a match for me. We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
Another time, perhaps.
Can't say I blame you. Perhaps come back when you're a bit more prepared to beat someone of my skill.
지 유리한 대로 있죠?
Luma. Confringo.
지 유리한 대로 가져가.
Was that intentional?
가방? 가방 어디 있어? 여기 어디야? 아, 여기 어디야? 땅땅 어디 건너 같은데. 거기 진짜. 아. 갈릭을 해. 그래, 우리.
Impressive flying for a relative beginner.
가르쳐줄래? 어디 뭐하노?
Thought we'd forget about that goblin. You're the little sod that saved Treadwell. Don't try that experiment.
내려? 되나? 오케이. 빡세네. 따라따라따. 뭐가 올라와야 돼. 비밀의 방. 비밀의 방. 비밀의 방이 어디? 비밀의 방. 여기로 가야 돼.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
아, 그 그냥 이거지. 뭐였지?
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in midair. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
되게 귀여우네. 장식을 부여해야 돼. 장식.
Good work. Shall we move on?
그러다니.
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste.
Okay.
Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
맞지 않고.
Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
아, 진짜 끝나는 게 아니에요? 아니 무슨 양식? 아 진짜 지금 못 들어요. 나지? 이모 어디서? 어떻게 해야 돼? 뭐더라고? 뭐더라고? 아이템 색깔을 어떻게 바고? 바꿔, 왜 안 먹어? 어떻게 하는 거야? 바꿔줘. 뭐가 바뀐 거야? 전혀 안 바뀌는데. 어렵네. 바뀌는 게 뭔데? 어떻게 하라고? 몰라. 보라색으로 바꿔. 안 바뀌잖아. 뭐가 바뀌는 거야?
I have some questions about alteration, Professor.
Yes?
Thank you, Professor. I have no more questions.
I'll be here if you need anything else.
부하 좀 해줘. 이거 진짜 양심이 없어. 바뀐 거야. 이거 뭐야? 나도 오토로 아이템을 바꾸지 마. 무슨 아이템 바꾸라는 거야? 말을 해, 진짜. 바뀌긴 하는데 이거 어떻게 하는 거야? 아이템 필요한 아이템 데려가서 바꾸려고 자꾸.
Confringo!
뭔 말이야? 이거 바꾸는 뜻이야. 바꿔봐. 바꿔봐야지. 어떻게 하라고.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony.
아, 재미없어. 수업. 수업 되게 재미없어. 와.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
제대로. 제대로. 내려고 됐고요. 22, 25, 22개 사진이 다예요. 되게 좋아요. 그래서 안 가고 내려가고 좋은 게. 그레이드는 어디 있어? 지구구나. 게스트자 대기길.
Wrong, students? Afraid of a staircase?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, right. See if you can... From the statue. Odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh! I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
이게 뭐 메인 게임이지 뭐야. 메인 게임. 뭐 어렵나? 이거 어려워. 뭐야? 이거 이미 있잖아. 있는데 이미?
Hello, Hamora.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
아, 이거 걸리는. 뭐야, 이렇게 없는데.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between...
와, 좋아하는 하다니.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock wouldn't be so combative if the ministry would allow them to have one. One of those gods that Goblin Rebellion. My marks in Professor Hecat's class is superb. I don't think that's what that class is for.
She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll?
How dare you speak to a prefect that way?
I'm a prefect.
Aloha, Mora.
My venomous tentacular?
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
Terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Well, Ravenclaw.
I know.
와, 이거 많아.
What was what? I thought I heard something. Anyway, I have high hopes for Hufflepuff.
와, 이 많어.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
I'll see what I can do, but I'm fairly busy. I can't promise anything.
Understood. But I hope you will find the time. In case it matters, I do have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
장비 하나 뭐 추가되는 거 27은 그때만 34인데 그게 밖에 필요가 없네. 안녕이네. 뭐 열어야지 뭘 하는데. 뭘 할까? 내로 해야지 뭐 하는 거 같네.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I'd like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she had...
두 개나 생겼네. 두 개나 생겼어. 레벨이 15.
Self lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon. So
Handy resource indeed.
Class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
사람이 많네. 나랑 아니 이거 걔? 애가 아닌가? 왜 뭐가? 아, 정대로 가려더니
Hogsmeade, here I come.
glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Expelliarmus! Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona. A gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Serona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters.
Expelliarmus! 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 Expelliarmus!
Getting there. Just a few more hawk lumps to harvest. Almost there. One more hawk lump to harvest. That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Expelliarmus! Descendo!
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Confringo! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Glacier! Confringo! Descendo! Glacier! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Descendo! Glacier! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Expelliarmus!
One less foul, hulking brute.
가야지. 뭐가 싸움을. 해야지, 이거 어디 있는 거. 가야지.
Descendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
나오면 안 되잖아. 생일 축하해.
This must be Sirona's box of letters. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back. I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps. I should investigate. Seems a pleasant enough little place. Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you, and I found Sirona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Sirona will be delighted to have those letters.
Okay.
How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
You've made Upper Hogsfield safer.
Madame Beaumont, might I speak with you?
I'd be happy to speak with you. Especially after your help ridding us of Ranrock's loyalists.
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little more about your brother Bardolph.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
What do you have for sale?
Bardolph, where are you? I'll not give up hope. Thank you for passing through.
장비를 보면 딱에서 26, 24, 22, 26 이걸로 하면 돼. 사다리 나머지는 뭐 괜찮아. 스트레스가 많아.
Oh, my sincerest gratitude, you brave soul.
abandoned long ago, no doubt. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
진짜 이거 얘가 왜 못 들어오는데? 말이 안 돼. 그래요. 옆에 있는 동료도 캐스트인 것 같은데. 이거 하다 보니까 캐스트가 되게 많아. 내일 채우기 위해서 겁나 많아요. 어차피 진행을 해야 돼. 진행을 하면 저렇게 할 수밖에 없어.
I saw what you did!
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenwell potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
야, 얘도 캐스트야. 얘도 하겠습니다. 바로 옆에.
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon.
어차피 이게 완전요 15가 돼야 열려. 겁나 웃기지. 왜 그럴까? 난 빨리 메인을
Don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the Forbidden Forest. Good luck.
그래, 굿럭. 15가 내가 안 하고 안 하네. 몰랐어. 봐봐. 내가 좀 봐봐.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
여기서 뭐 실력 못 나와요. 아 진짜 말이 안 되지. 여봐 누나들아, 누나 억지야 억지. 이런 억지가 다 있어. 걸어가는 게 걸어가게.
There they are. She wasn't making it up. Well, we've come this far. Miss Willardsey might get an answer about these butterflies. Confringo. Glacier.
나비로 언제 쫓아가?
Well, well. Look what we have here.
끝이야? 또 뭐가 나왔지? 저거 가야지.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Hello, Miss Willardsey.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
They led me into the forest and revealed a treasure.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm glad you were rewarded for your efforts. Perhaps one day I'll be able to bring myself to go into the forest. For now, I'm happy simply knowing there's something so lovely to see, should I dare.
돈 줘. 돈 달라고. 양아치네. 돈도 안 줘, 이것들은. 왜 공짜로 하는 사람들 공짜로 하는 거 안 해야겠어. 어디로 가야 호그와트레? 불빛을 말아야 돼, 불빛을. 여기로 갔나? 어차피 연결이 안 되지? 안에 여기겠지. 바로 안 될까? 아, 써오겠어. 이거 하면서 겁나 많이 하는 것 같아. 뭐가 내 것이 하면서
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
Okay. 바로. 근데 왜 이리 와? 여기구나. 후원 좀 해줘. 후원 아니면 좋아요 누르세요.
Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough.
Perfect. Target practice.
그냥 하나 하세요. 후원 아니면 좋아요 누르는가.
Could this be Mr. Oates' camp, Ranrock's loyalists? Just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
Descender! Touch on my neck, bloody armor. Glacis! Confringo! Expelliarmus, Glacis! Descender!
That was meant for me.
Expelliarmus!
Easily diverted.
Glacius! Descender! Confringo!
Now to find out what happened here.
모자가 막대가 되나? 모자 23.27 5442 오케이. 사사이는 못 참지. 못 참지. 보이는 거.
Confringo! Revelio.
뭐 있는데?
Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
이거지? 이게 어디야? 여기 어디? 모르겠어. 뒤져봐야 되나?
Confringo!
동굴에 있나?
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
동굴에 계세요. 계십니다. 그녀가
Confringo!
어? 32가 15되면 이거 낄 수 있음. 여기가 아닌가?
Confringo! Confringo!
그러니까 지구 어디야? 일제는 대인 거 여기가 어디야? 응? 자, 따라가서. 이거 기준으로 봐야 되나? 여기 기준? 요 기준? 일단 동물은 아니야. 어디로 가야 돼? 여긴가? 여기일 수 없나? 사람들을 잘 못해. 있나? 뭐가 점프가 이게 다 점프에 너무 많아. 이것도 뭐예요? 아, 어센시언스 바라에서는 충분히 나왔다. 보이스가 하나도 없네. 뭐야 저거 뭐야 보인다. 다 막혀 있어 길이.
Glacius! Confringo!
얼마나 좋은가. 와 28짜리야. 공격력 28. 좋은데? 무려 2배 했잖아. 길이 있을 거 아니야, 여기. 괜히 깨서?
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
동물이 괜히 있는 게 아니야. 진짜 이게 다인가? 에이, 안돼. 에이, 다라고? 개구리라고. 아, 이게 다가? 당한 거 같아. 당한 거 같아, 진짜. 다 뒤져봐야 돼.
Confringo!
너 친구 없지? 놓쳤나? 왠지 여기가 봐? 여기가 돼. 느낌이 딱 온다.
Glacius! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus!
My what?
Descendo!
왠지 느낌이 여기 있는 것 같다. 아닌가?
Confringo!
죽었다.
Confringo!
뭐야, 또. 신기하다. 귀엽게 생겼는데? 잡을 수 없어. 키우면 안 돼? 못 키우나? 나중에 배우나? 저기 저 배우는 것 같은데 공격하는 게 아니고 뭐 이런 것 같은데 여기는 막혀있는데? 여기는 아닌 것 같아. 아니 생각해도 얘네들 모임 되게 귀엽다. 한 번만 줘. 느낌이 여기다. 느낌이 여기야. 딱 돼. 원래 이런데 뭔가 있는데.
Glacius, you're the one Confringo. Well, aren't you? Expelliarmus.
Don't do that!
Descendo.
What you make of my own feet?
You're the one. Expelliarmus.
Petrificus totalis!
Descendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Thought you was crazy, did you?
Expelliarmus. Protego. Descendo. Confringo.
Petrificus totalis!
Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Try. Expelliarmus. Expedictable. Expelliarmus. Sleep. Descendo.
뭐 20분 별거 아니네. 걸어. 겨우. 여기 맞나? 모르겠어. 모르겠어. 길을 잃었어. 길을 잃었어.
Confringo. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Glacius.
What have you done?
Confringo.
이거 치고 되겠어. 재밌네. 계산하고 치고 되면 재밌네. 그래도 치고 결제의 옷. 길이 어디야? 근데 거기 길이 맞아? 아닌 것 같은데.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
You're gonna regret coming here.
Glacius. Descendo.
뭐야? 주맥이
Descendo!
귀여운 생명체가 또 뭔지 모르겠어. 피노스캔? 나 지금 캐스트라고 온 건데 여기 아니지. 어디야 근데? 미치가?
Expelliarmus!
위치를 모르겠어. 아무튼
Seen better days.
뭐야? 어디야? 길을 몰라. 길을 몰라. 그치, 거기 어디를 말하는 거야?
So, Tago, is that the best you can do?
Glacier!
Well done,
Descendo!
next time.
Descendo!
It isn't Nora Treadwell's precious little guardian.
Expelliarmus!
I'll get that goblin helm back. Master Expelliarmus.
Pathetic!
Child's play. You're not going to... Expelliarmus! Descendo! Glacier! Confringo!
봐, 내려가. 내려. 이거 캐스터 안 들어오겠네? 오케이, 받아버리고. 뭐 해야지? 의상? 어떻게 여기 쓰는 거야? 31짜리? 오케이. 28? 오, 좋다, 좋아. 이거는 뭐 34, 너무 좋아. 저렇게 저거는 이제는 할 필요가 없어. 내가 15가 되기 때문에. 다크. 이거 진짜 다크. 디그지? 다크가 디그. 지구는 여기. 호그와트가? 호그와트. 여기. 여러 가네. 오케이, 가깝네요.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Some kind soul help me.
She has a brand new day. Just beware, you
Leave me be! Get away from me!
Ah!
Deke.
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh, it was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
You got one!
I'll look after you.
귀엽다. 와. 귀여워.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
얼마나 좋아하죠?
Professor Howin will never believe this.
재밌다. 얼마나 잘하고 리빙하게 없나? 안 보이네. 저쪽에서 건너 안 보이네. 대화하자.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Okay.
The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
근데 쟤는 어떻게 이동? 아, 쟤는 시계 이동을 할 수 있게. 분명히 있어요.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
There. I'm not going to hurt you. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
이번엔 거기 어디야? 가깝네. 해제하고.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
반려동물이 없습니다. 반려동물이 없네요. 어디 있어요? 어디 있어? 근처에 있나? 어디 있는 거야? 안 보이는데. 어디 있는 거야? 안 보이는데? 뭐냐고. 부엌인가? 어딘가? 어디서? 어디 있는 거야?
Places.
뭐야, 어딨어? 저 사슴은 아닐 텐데. 어디 있는 거야? 웅카프 뭐지? 이 카프? 웅카프 토끼네? 토끼 복격 토끼 어딨어?
Expelliarmus.
야, 널 먹고 안 죽은 사슴. 야, 역시 초파 친척들. 야, 뭐야?
Expelliarmus. Descendo.
어디 있는 거야?
Glacius.
어디 있는 거야, 도대체? 뭐? 동물을 이어내자. 찾기 힘드네.
Glacius. Glacius.
어디 있는 거야? 안 보여? 뭐야? 사기치네. 이렇게 하면 안 되려고?
Glacius. Glacius.
이게 말이 안 되는데 진짜 안 보이네. 어디 있어? 후가.
Glacius. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Glacius.
바로 건너 말리지. 다람쥐.
Expelliarmus.
다람쥐.
Revelio.
어디냐고, 리베리오. 리베리오는 안 보이네. 리베리오. 안 보이네. 뭐냐? 이거 안 보이는 거 맞냐? 여기는.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
어딨어, 도비야?
Revelio.
대소나 안 보여. 싸버리고 이거 도의 정상 아닙니까, 여러분?
Revelio.
이걸 했어요. 어디 거야? 없는 거 아니야?
Glacius. Revelio. Expelliarmus.
뭐 있어? 뭔가 보고 있어, 뭔가. 지가. 뭔가.
Revelio.
다람쥐는 아닌 거냐. 다람쥐는 아니라고. 이게 한 거야? 이게 한 거야? 안 보이는데?
Glacius. Expelliarmus. Glacius.
다람쥐만 겁나 많아. 성성을 사고. 아, 정말 웃겨. 어딨어? 청소노밖에 안 보이는데? 청소노가 살았으니 그것밖에 안 보이는데? 설마 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 설마
Glacius. Revelio. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Glacius.
안 보이는데? 전혀 안 보이는데? 있긴 한 거야? 전화 버그인가? 이 버그 너무 심한데? 이거 안 보일 수가 없는데?
Glacius.
진짜 모르겠다. 어디인지. 후원 좀 해요. 도대체 뭐야? 여기까지 할게요.